Hello, my name is Colin with WebStar Designs. In this video I'm going to show you a plugin that I've been working on. You're also going to learn a little bit about WordPress's action hooks and how to use those. So I'm going to show you the site right now without the plugin installed. So basically this is the website here. When the plugin's installed, it's going to reverse this menu bar. So there's going to be a little button here that looks like a little reverse symbol, and this whole menu bar will be reversed when you click it, and then when you click it again it'll switch back. So let's install that plugin. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hit. So install plugins. Alright. And this is the plugin here, so we're just going to activate it. Okay, plugin's activated, so we're going to go back to the website and see what it looks like. Alright, so here it is. The menu bar looks normal now, but you've got this little reverse symbol. If you click that, the website reloads. Actually didn't switch on that one. There it goes. And it reverses. So now the home page is over here, contacts over here, and if I click it again it'll switch back. Now it didn't switch the first time I switched it, so let me see if I can look back here and figure out why that happened. So this function here is what makes that reverse switch. It just creates a form that uses the post method, and it creates a button. Now if the sets toggle to false if it is not yet, if it doesn't exist. So if that cookie there doesn't exist, it's going to create the cookie and set it to true. So maybe this needs to be false, because if this gets set to false, set cookie toggle to true. So that would mean it is toggled. Seems like that should work. I can, if it is not set cookie toggled, set the cookie to true. So what should be happening here is when you toggle the cookie, when it gets set to true, and that would come down here. So if the cookie is toggled to false, then this becomes true. And if this is true, it reverses the navigation menu. So maybe this needs to start out as false. And let's see if that would fix the issue. So we're just going to completely X out. Alright, so let's see if that takes care of it. Okay, yes, now it switched right away, so that should be good now. and then when you hit it again, it switches back. Right? Yep. Okay. So that needs to be toggled to false. So what was going on there was this was true. So when the cookie was first set, when I first hit that reverse button, it was setting it to true. So if this is true, then it doesn't switch, because this button 1 would be set to false, this function here. And if you look down here, if that's set to false, it'd be else, and then it just returns the menu. So it would, the first time that I did it, it just returned the menu without reversing it. So now that I set this to false, button 1 is being set to true, the value in there. So now you're coming down here and it's returning the reversed array of menu, which reverses the menu on the screen. So yeah, that's really all there is to that. So the reason why I have to use a cookie when I do that is because if you just use a regular variable instead of using a cookie, the variable will reset every time you hit that, every time the screen refreshes. So if you go back into here and you click this button, you can see the web page reloads up here, and that resets all of the regular variables. But if you use a cookie, that cookie will stay persistent even when the screen refreshes. The only time that cookie will get deleted, if you look back here, I believe that's what this value is here. This cookie gets deleted every time you X out of the screen. So if you completely exit the window, then that cookie gets reset back to, or it gets unset. But as long as you're on the web page, and I think you can even switch between pages. I guess it gets reset when you switch between pages too, doesn't it? Let me see that again. Yeah, I think it does get reset when you switch between pages here, because then it goes back. So that would be a bug that you'd have to work on here. There we go. And then it should switch back. I wonder if it switches for multiple windows too. Let's check that out. So if I were to have one of these open, let's duplicate, move that over there, and I switch these. So now this home should be at the bottom. If I refresh this window, will that put home at the bottom over here? Let me see. No, home's still at the top, so it's to that specific window. Make sure I didn't pause it on accident. If we keep going through, it's setting the cookie either to true or false depending on whether it's toggled or not, and then it's running this function as well. So depending on whether it's toggled already or not, when you hit that button, the function will run. Let's say it's not toggled, so toggled is false, it'll do button 1 true. So button 1, this is the true. If true, it's going to send that reverse array of the menu. If not, then it'll just send the menu back. And then this filter here is basically, this filter runs when the nav menu objects load on your screen in WordPress. So every time your page refreshes, those nav menu objects, everything in that main menu there, load, and the filter is going to be this function here, the My Reverse Nav Menu. So My Reverse Nav Menu, it's going to filter it to return the array in reverse. Now if this isn't true and you click the button but it was already reversed and it's now trying to switch it back, then it's just going to return the menu by itself. So it's going to add filter, return the nav menu objects, my nav menu, which is this function here, and it's just going to return the menu just back exactly how it was. And then this is just adding in the style sheet, and I had to do style.php. I couldn't do CSS because I needed this background image here. So this background image, this is just all basic CSS, so I'm not going to do too much into that. So it grabs your global data variable, and with this here, this is the background image. So this will take you to the directory of your plugin. So it would take me up here, if you look where my arrow is, it'll take you to my plugin, and then image. So inside that plugin there's image reverse JPEG, and that's what the background image over here is. This so that's that. So this will just send you to your plugin directory, and then this will go to the image that you want to have for your background. And then this is just adding the action to your WP head, this function which has all of your CSS, your dynamic CSS in it. So that's the end of this video. Always feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos about WordPress, about plugins, about online marketing, digital marketing, and web design. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.